Welcome to the Human Design Festival.
Live in Sofia and online worldwide.
Hello, nice to see you here in the virtual space of the Human Design element, and we are going to talk about the amazing upcoming Human Design Festival in Sofia. And hello to you, Veronica.
Hello, everybody, and I'm so happy that Bambaji had finally said yes, and she's coming live to Sofia to meet us all there, where we're gonna experiment, embody uh, everything about human design and the centers, and really connect with ourselves first and then see how we relate with others. So we're so happy to have you, Bambaji. Hello.
Oh, hello, and I'm really excited to be here. Thank you. Long way getting to the decision, and thank you for being patient with me. I'm really excited to be coming to Sophia again.
Yay, amazing. So, Bambaji, let me ask you, what is your element? In the Human Design International Festival, our slogan is be in your element. So, what is your element?
Well, that's a bit of a wide question, isn't it? My element
Uh-huh.
oh, um, is well, physically it's a mountain if I go through my design, but my element is just having joy and fun and living my design as much as I can, and every day, and guiding and encouraging others to do the same. And yeah, and that's my element is human design, I reckon.
You're also a cosmology teacher, and last time when you were in Sofia, you delivered such an amazing storyline like lecture, which left us all in awe, and it was magical with all the candles and the way you transformed the whole space with your being, with your voice, with your expression. It was amazing. It was lovely. For those who missed it, now is your chance again to meet Bambaji again live in Sofia.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, telling stories, I guess, is a lot of what I do. And that's seems to be I do it through the gates, or I do it through the lines, or I've just starting telling stories generally. And I really love it. It's such a lovely way to interact with people and to also bring them in to both what I'm saying, but their own experience of what I'm saying, because nobody hears it the same way. So the storytelling is a big part of what I do.
Mm. Lucretia, do you have some
Yes, and
question?
I totally agree because we can read the information on a book, on the internet, or whatever, but and even now we can read it in ChatGPT, but the importance is actually, and the great contribution is the person who is delivering and their own frequency, their own presence. This ChatGPT cannot do, and we don't want it to do it. It's like this is the special moment, and yes, from each person with their own presence, with their own frequency, the experience is different. And this is how we learn best, as you say, with stories and with our own experience. Um, I would like to ask you, how do you deal and how do you manage with the mind game? In human design, we always have this moment where we have to deal with our mind um, in many different ways. So, how do you have any interesting stories to have in this regard, or how do you manage to deal with your own mind? Do you have any best practices, any breakthroughs to share with us?
Okay, well, yes, and the mind is a constant companion, and it's always going to be. I mean, it's not something we can get rid of. So, what I've developed for myself is a mantra where I just say to myself, it's all data. Everything that I experience is data for me to either put into my wave, or for me to just witness as the passenger. And that's it gets me more into the passenger mode, is when I can just look at it and say it's just data. It's fine, whatever's happening. I don't have to be involved with it. I don't have to have an opinion on it. I don't have to, all of that stuff, because life brings so many challenges, and to have that way of just giving myself a little distance and say, okay, it's just data. This is interesting. I feed that into all the other data I've ever had, and sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes I get caught up in it. And then I have also found that there's usually somewhere there's a fork in the road, and I can either keep getting lost in it and keep getting lost in it and keep, or I can go, actually enough. Okay, okay, now I can see what's happening. So it's identifying that fork in the road and trying to do it earlier and earlier because it's so much less stressful on my body to recognize it earlier. So yeah, I mean that's, I suppose that's how I deal with the mind, and not making my mind my enemy, because it's part of my experience. It's part of consciousness in form, is to have this thing. And it's like, but it's fine, give it a cup of tea, it shuts up a little while.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that one. Give it a cup of tea. Yeah, drink tea with your mind, but don't act upon it, right? I was
I've got,
wondering,
yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, go ahead, Veronica.
I was wondering actually, Bambaji, because the family of cosmologists in human design is so small. I wonder what actually made you go this path with the gray courses.
Well, as soon as I heard about the grey courses, I wanted to learn about them. Maybe because I'm a 61, that's my personality sun, is that, and I'm a second line. So it's that, I want to know what's going on there and master it. And as soon as I started learning it, especially well, the Bardo is one that just everyone needs the Bardo information, whether it's grey or not. Everyone needs the 2027 material, and this is what we're living in now. It felt so relevant to me, and and just the, I don't know, the sort of the esoteric nature of it. We've got so much of intellectual stuff, and that's great. I mean, it's, where would we be without that foundation of that, but then having all of this on top, which is just like the, it's almost like the sequins on the top of a beautiful dress. It just, gives it that sparkle and gives it a little bit also more depth, to know that, okay, this was our beginning and this is where we're going to, and all right, we're living this bit in the middle, but look at this incredible journey. And we don't get that from the basic material, from, because that's not where it goes, of course. So yeah, just, it's the richness of it, it's the bigness of it, and my small part in the bigness of it. And yet, if I wasn't here, there'd be a bit missing from the bigness of it, which is also like, so I'm so small, but I'm also really significant. And wow, yeah, I mean, it's huge, isn't it? The whole cosmology is just the best thing ever, really.
Mm, yeah. Mystery and you with telling your stories, it so much is in harmony somehow.
There's a lot of material there for storytelling.
Mm, yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're
I'm
a
curious.
Veronica. I mean, so it's like, you have that association with the cosmological information and that teaching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got certified as well, and it's amazing. It was an amazing 3-year journey actually to go through it.
Mhm. It's quite a commitment. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lucretia, you were wondering about something?
Mm-hmm. I was wondering, what is your story? I mean, we all who are these longer years in human design, we all have our own story in regard to how was I before meeting the knowledge, and what what has changed probably dramatically
Hmm.
uh, after I uh, got my deep dive and into my experiment. So, would you like to share something on that?
Wow, my story. Okay, so once upon a time, if
Mhm.
you're sitting
How many years? How many years are you actually in human design?
7 now. I'm just into my 8th year, so I've completed one cycle. Very different, very, very different experience now. There was so much I didn't understand about my experience of life before I came into the human design knowledge, like Open G. It's like, why is it that I'm always tossed about the whims of other people? I just heard myself then in feedback. Um, and why is it that I'm different with this person and with that person? Why do I sometimes feel so lost? And that kind of thing became very, very obvious to me once I realized the mechanic of the open G. And then in the relationship with people, when it came to the emotional wave, it's like, okay, so this is the impact that I have on people. This is actually how they perceive me. So getting getting that knowledge has been, I mean, that saved my marriage for absolute sure, because Bear is open emotionally. So that mechanic between the two of us, where we now understand that, okay, I might ratchet because that's my wave, is the 3740. So I might ratchet, and he will now understand that it was probably nothing he did, or if it was something he did 8 days ago, or, we can talk about it, which is the great gift. Um, and my profile, knowing that many people just see the fourth line in me because that's what my body is putting out, whereas I know all of that second line stuff about myself, and the fourth line stuff, most of my fours are unconscious. So it's just made sense of my life, and my experience, and how I meet other people. And knowing it's also mechanical, it just has helped me with that thing of, it's just data, it's not personal. So yeah, I mean, how profoundly different. It couldn't be more different, really, than how I used to be.
Hmm. So, guys, if you want to meet more human design enthusiasts and experimenters who are really living human design, really living their design, Sofia is the place to be. From the 22nd to the 25th of January, we're gonna get a deep dive into experimenting, really embodying the knowledge with amazing professionals in the human design system. We've invited quite a bunch of stars, and we're glad to be together there.
It's going to be great.
Yes, it is. We have thought this festival to be a really epic experience for beginners who just start now with human design, or for people who are longer in their experiment, and even for people who are already certified professionals and already guide others and help others. So it is really for everyone. It is the way we see it and plan it is going to be really epic. So check our program on the website, check for the early bird tickets, and let's do this together.
Yes.
You want to come? Human Design International Festival and Immersion, January 2026 in Sofia, Bulgaria. Be there. See you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Would you like to join us?
And truly be in your element.